Hi and welcome to Take Time to Create. My name is Linda and today we're going to make some mixed media signs. I have these two square blocks of wood and they are each 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I picked these up, I think at Michael's. I think Art Minds is Michael's. I don't know. Any big box will have them, or Amazon. I'll probably link Amazon, a link to Amazon down below. I think, they're everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to make dishwasher signs. One that'll say clean and one that'll say dirty. I do have a dishwasher sign right now, but my cat has destroyed it. She's eaten it and she's destroyed it. It was just a paper one. And it hangs off the dishwasher. But this time I'm going to hang it on the wall above the dishwasher. So hopefully she won't go to town on it. We will see. Cats, boy, everything is a toy to a cat, right? Okay, so I have these wooden letters that I'm just going to put on first to let it dry. They are these handmade modern wooden letters, Captain Howdy font. I think I got them at Target on clearance. Not 100% sure. Any letters will work. Stickers will work. Letters will work. Chipboard will work. Whatever you have. It doesn't matter. Handwrite it. It's all fine. So I also have gloss heavy gel. Any heavy gel modeling paste would work. Lots of variations. You don't have to do it exactly like this. So the word clean doesn't fit exactly on here. So I'm going to kind of stack the letters. But I'm going to start with the words, the letter C. And this is just going to be fun, and you don't need a ton. Hot glue would probably even work with this on the wood. Okay. Since we're going to put a lot of other elements around, I don't want too much oozing. We want it to look pretty good, I think. Okay. And there's a lot of working time with this, so we can kind of move it around as needed, so that's kind of nice. And this will dry transparent. Oops, sorry. On the bottle here, it will tell you how transparent it will dry. And this does pretty good. But we're also going to paint over the top of this, add other elements. It's not going to be super duper complicated with tons of mixed media elements because it is, a dishwasher sign, but it is going to look pretty cute. All right, let's get my L. I'm going to stack my L on top. That's what that looks like. Now I'm going to wipe up the edges after I get the dirty one done. And then we'll just, let it sit. It'll be fine. Okay, let's get dirty on there. So we have clean side, dirty side. This will help my husband and son know when they can put dishes in the dishwasher and help them know, because they always like, I don't know, as if you can't open it and see. I am sure I'm not the only one, but that's okay. I'm here to help them. Right, there's my dirty sign. So cute. Okay, these need to dry before we add a bunch of other things on there. Heat tool is fine to kind of set it or let it dry for a few hours and come back. Either way is fine. So I'm gonna let these dry and I will be right back. All right, these are all dry now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to gesso them. And I'm going to do the dirty one in black gesso and the clean one in white gesso. I just want to prep them because I want to use that as a base before I add all of the mixed media elements on it. My black gesso is from Golden. Any black gesso will do. And you just paint it just like this. And you want to get into all of the nooks and crannies underneath. So I know I've got some of the letters raised, so just scoot your paintbrush underneath everything. And I am getting the edges too because I just want to have it all black. And this will make a really great base for all of the elements I'm going to put on top. So yeah, just gesso everything, not too hard. This is all the prep work before we get to the really super duper fun part, and that will be the all the mixed media elements on top of everything. And if you have to put a second coat on, do that when you're all done. You know, look at it from all angles, and if you have to, you know, put a second coat on, do that to make sure everything is all one uniform color. Yep. That's it. That's what we're going to do now. So, yeah, let's just gesso this up. And then once it's all dry, we will come back and start adding the elements. But you have to make sure that the gesso's dry. It just all adheres better when it's all dry. So, yeah, there we go. Let's get this rolling. All right, the black one's all done. Now to go to white, and I'm just using heavy white gesso from Art Basics. It's what I had on hand. Any white gesso will do. And same thing as the white one. You want to just give it all a nice coat. If you have to do a second coat of the white just to get a really good base, then I would. I don't think I'm going to. We'll just have to see. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, same thing as the black one. Just get every little nook and cranny and paint it white. Okay, so I have these two first layers. If they need a second layer, add it. Otherwise, let them dry, and then we will move on to the next step. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so everything is all dry, both of them, the clean and the dirty. Dirty is harder to see in the camera, but we're going to paint it, and you'll be able to see it really well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add some Prima marketing flowers. I have 2 packages, but these were copyright 2013, so I'm not sure which set they are. Anyway, so I've got some Prima marketing flowers, and I really like them. I think they're very pretty. I want to use some lighter colors, and it's okay if things hang off the edge. They don't have to be perfectly in that square, so we're definitely going to use them like this. Before we do that, I'm going to add some ribbon, and then we'll add some waxes and maybe some Lindy sprays. The ribbon, let's just start with that. Let's just start getting going. The ribbon I'm going to add just with the hot glue, and that is so it dries super fast. We'll be putting other things on, but I want to put the ribbon on first. Let's see here, a little bit. I'm not sure how much we want to hang over the edge. Definitely we can trim. I'll be putting some gel medium on to help hold the flowers, so that will be easier. But for right now, I just want that hot glue just to secure it down right away, so I don't have to worry about it moving around. All right, so I'm just going to use the same heavy gloss gel. It's probably a little heavier than what I need, but it's what I have out, and it'll be just fine. And I'm just going to take just a tiny bit and stick it on the back of the flower, and we'll just start adhering these down. You don't need a ton, and this will be able to move for a few minutes before it sets, which is nice because we don't want to have it, yeah, there we go. We don't want to have it all the way, you know, set down. Like with hot glue, it would sit right away, but with the gel medium, it takes a minute, which is great. So I have brushed iron, and this is a metallic wax from Finnabar Art Alchemy. This is another Prima marketing product, and I am just taking it a little bit, and then I'm going to just swirl it on my hand. This is how Finnabar taught us when we took the class from her. She said, warm it up on your hand. Now, I'm just taking it and I'm just going over the clean just to highlight the word so that we can really tell it apart. I have to kind of, I probably should have done this before I adhered everything down, but that's okay. All right, so now what I want to do is add a little bit extra texture, a little bit of detail. So I have some really pretty little guys here. Also what I'm going to do, I know I've got the gel medium on there, but I'm going to add a little hot glue to adhere it so it adheres right now. And then the gel medium will help set it up as well. So I'm kind of doing both because I'm going to be moving this around a lot. And I just, I don't want to pick it up and have it fall. So it's kind of like when you use E6000 and hot glue together. You know, you put that on there so that the E6000 will really hold it and the hot glue. So that'll work just fine. The dirty side, we're going to be using metal flowers, so I'll be doing the same technique with that, but the metal will adhere a lot better with the gel medium, so that's why we'll do that. But these little gems will be just fine with hot glue. I am not sure where I found these gems, but if I can find them, I will link them down below, or similar ones down below. I will see what I can find. I don't always remember where I get everything, but if I can find it, I will link it or something similar. All right, I think clean is done. I like the way it looks. I think it's very pretty. Got some sparkle in there. We have some good texture with the flowers and the lace, and yeah, all right, clean is done. You can always add as much as you want or as little as you want, of course. Now it's time to do the dirty side, and I'm actually going to start with the wax. Kind of learned my lesson on the other one. And this one I'm using aged brass. It's the, you know, of course, metallic as well. Warm it up on your hand. And we're just going to grab the top of the dirty sign. And I'm actually going to do a little bit on the background here too, just a tiny bit. Of course, you can leave either one of these signs like this. You know, you could just leave the clean with just the wax on it without the flowers. You could do this. If you don't have wax, you can dry brush on acrylic paint and it would be just fine. It would look pretty great. So I've got some metal flowers. So that's what we're going to put on this one. And, you know, I think I'm going to put some, I have some burlap here. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of this on as texture for the flowers, just because I kind of like that. We'll hot glue it on and then we'll trim off as needed, but kind of like that it gives that little bit of texture. Now, of course, I'm not 100% sure where I got all these little guys, but if I can find them, I will link them. So what we're gonna do, we've got these like little filigree kind of things. I'm gonna cut the burlap more to a point. Cutting the burlap more, trim it closer to the edge of the square. I don't really want it sticking out. And I have no idea where I got these little filigree things. They might be Prima marketing. They've had some really pretty stuff. So maybe, I have no idea. Okay. All right. So we're going to, definitely we want some modeling paste, or, you know, this gel here. We definitely want to put this on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dot of hot glue in the corners just so it tacks it down, just so I can, you know, work with it and move things around. But that hot glue won't hold the metal very well. The gel medium will do much, much better. So that's why we want to leave that gel medium. Okay. Then we've got the pretty flower on top. So we've got, you know, a few different metals and everything. So once again, we're going to put a big pile of the heavy gel on the bottom here. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue just to tack it for now. So as I move it around, it will be able to do that. But it's going to be the gel medium that will really grip it later. All right. Oh, that looks so cute. Okay. My goodness. All right. Same thing on the top. All right, so I have this little tin or this little plastic container of all my little metal elements, and I just wanted something else, you know, like the clean sign had. It had the little gems on here, or the plastic, whatever they are. So I have these metal stars, and I do know that those are Prima marketing, and I will link those to an Amazon link down below if I can find them. Sometimes I have things in my stash that are so old we can't find them anymore, but I will try. Anyway, I'm just going to use a little bit of gel medium to adhere them, and they're going to look so cute. All right, pull out some of these stars. And I'm a big fan of just piling it all in because I do better if I can just dump out my stuff and then I say, what do I have? So yeah, this is going to be so much fun. All right, we're just going to stick these little guys everywhere. And the nice thing about them is that they dry clear, this gel medium. So if anything oozes out a wee bit, it's not going to be that big of a deal. All right, so both sides are now done and I'm loving them. They look so good. The next step what we're going to do is I have some black ribbon, and I'm just using black because that's what I have and it'll work just fine. And I'm going to cut enough off so that we're going to create a little hanger. What we're going to do is actually adhere these two together, but first I'm going to hot glue the ribbon. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue here. So the ribbon stays in place while we adhere it, and we're going to use the gel medium to adhere the two pieces together. And that is so that it's really well and it's secured and that it's not going anywhere. And these are a little bit heavy, but not too heavy. The dirty sign is a little heavier. And all I'm going to do is just take out some gel medium. And I'm not going to go all the way to the edges because I don't want it oozing out. And I am going to put a bunch in the middle. I'm starting to run out. I have used this jar. Actually, I use this so much, especially in my mixed media or my fabric mixed media. I use this so much that I buy this in the large gallon size and then I transfer what I need into the littler tub. So I need to transfer some more, but that's a cost savings to me when I need to buy it. So yeah, all right. And there we go. Let's do that. Okay, oh, I gotta make sure, oh yeah, make sure that the dirty is facing up so you can read it. And I'm going to do the same on the clean. And what we're going to do is sandwich them together and make sure it's all even around the edges and leave this overnight. Just let this sit and that's it. We're done. Isn't this cute? All right, a custom little dishwasher sign, and the dishwasher is clean. And it's dirty, and everybody in the house should know, and they should be able to help out. And I think it's fine that things are showing on both sides. I kind of like that it shows off. If you don't like that, make sure it's all tucked in within the square. It doesn't bother me at all. If it does bother you, then don't have things hang off. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on my blog. All of the links are in the description box down below. And there we go. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.